Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a brand new Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 4 video. Season 4 literally releases in just over a week from today, so I guarantee loads of you guys are so excited. But ever since we got that brand new clip maybe a week and a half ago, and the brand new full clip of the Giganotosaurus maybe about 2 weeks ago, we haven't really had anything since then. So a lot of us have been sat there wondering what's actually going to happen in this season. Is this season so full of spoilers that they don't even want to showcase any kind of images? Well, today, ladies and gentlemen, we finally have 4 brand new images to check out for Jurassic World Chaos Theory Season 4, and they are remarkable, and one of them specifically does get me very, very excited. So if you're excited as I am, be sure to leave a like and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any Jurassic action in the coming months. We have loads of Jurassic World Evolution 3 content here on the channel, and we also have loads of Chaos Theory content coming up on the channel very shortly as well. Not to mention that Jurassic Park Survival is still releasing. Nobody really knows when that's going to release, but eventually it will, so do subscribe, so stay tuned for that. But today, I think it's time we talk about those brand new images, shall we? So let's get into the very first one, where we see Darius, Ben, Yaz and Brooklyn together, but once you read the facial expressions of these 4 campers, you can actually see that Ben and Yaz feel very awkward being in the middle of something, and the middle of something is clearly Darius and Brooklyn fighting it out. Now, honestly speaking, I never really saw Darius and Brooklyn getting together. If it was in Camp Cretaceous, maybe, but in Chaos Theory, not so much. Although he didn't express his love for her, I feel as though that might dwindle down as the season goes on, and as you can see here, there is clearly some conflict going on between these two. And usually, if Darius is upset about something, he has every right to be upset about something. So they must have had a very heated discussion or argument. But looking at the surroundings, you can clearly see that Yaz and Ben feel very uncomfortable, and considering the way that they are standing together, I assume there may be some kind of diversion here to move these two away from each other, but they are clearly in the biosyn facility and maybe some kind of elevator judging by the sides of the image. But they are definitely within the biosyn facility, so we're going to explore the inside and the interior of this HQ even more. The next image I want to talk about is more on the cuter side of things, and we have Smoothie returning with his little cat ears, and honestly I think Smoothie is a lot cuter than Bumpy. Shoot me. But honestly, Smoothie is just the most adorable thing that we got to see in Chaos Theory Season 3, and hopefully in Season 4 he is going to be just the cutest thing once again. And already, judging by the image, I can't wait to see more Smoothie action. He's so sweet. But then we get into the more dangerous territory, where we see Sammy coming face to face with one of the brand new Atrociraptors that are located within the biosyn facility. You can see that she did have a stun prod, which has now fallen onto the ground, so she's clearly been hit or maybe tripped over and is now pretty much at death's door right now. But in the background, you can also see there's somebody else facing off with another Atrociraptor, and this Atrociraptor is actually on the person. It's very hard to make out who this person actually is. It looks more like it could be Yasmina, but other than that, I can't really tell who it could be. But they are again at death's door. They are coming face to face with these Atrociraptors. You can see the streaks of yellow light suggesting that this is actually within the final battle sequence in the outside area of the biosyn HQ as well, which means that I assume this to take place just after the battle between the Tyrannosaurus and Giganotosaurus, because of course, judged by the timeline alignment, there is no time where they could actually be in that vicinity before the T-Rex and Giganotosaurus face off. It only has to be afterwards, simply judging by the weather. That's literally it. So I assume this will take place after the events of the final battle, and judging by the size of the Atrociraptors, these guys don't look fully grown. They actually look a lot smaller. As we know, the Atrociraptors in Jurassic World Dominion, the Evil Raptor Squad, they are known to be about 6 to 7 feet in size. This one definitely looks a lot shorter, maybe about 4 feet instead, so these Atrociraptors may not actually be fully grown after all, as we were thinking. There are also other images that show smaller Atrociraptors, and we were suggesting that they could also be juveniles as well. So it seems like these new Atrociraptors are only juveniles in the biosyn facility. But here we move on to the image. Now, I'm sure that plenty of you guys clicked on the video just for this image, but here we are. The Giganotosaurus versus Tyrannosaurus Rex, they're going to be having a rematch. we have the big bulky Giga, and we also have Rexy. I assume it to be Rexy. It could equally be the Buck and Doe, which we do know is in the Biosyn Valley, but it looks more of the color scheme of Rexy. I just can't tell because there's no scratch marks on her neck. But either way, we are going to see the Giganotosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus face off once again. Now, before people get a little bit upset, I don't think that this is the exact same battle that we saw in Jurassic World Dominion when they're fighting over the deer. Merely because of the lighting, it looks as though this is taking place on the outskirts of a forest, because you can see with the lighting that the sun is bleeding through very comfortably, and just by judging on the ground in the near focus area, there's not enough trees to be as dense as the one that we saw in Jurassic World Dominion. So honestly, I think this might be a different battle, and I don't think it's got anything to do with the goat, and I think this just takes place probably beforehand. But either way, can I just say, the models and the animation, everything about this scene looks so good. As we know, Chaos Theory is definitely a step ahead in the right direction, away from Camp Cretaceous, to make it look much better. And as the seasons have gone on, we've noticed that the dinosaurs have started to look a lot better, and now we get to see the dinosaurs from Jurassic World Dominion in Season 3 and Season 4. We can now see that these models are 10 times better than we could have expected when we were sat there watching Camp Cretaceous. Just look at that Giganotosaurus. It looks live action. It looks really, really good. And it's just unbelievable to say that this is animation. I assume that they did take the ILM models from Jurassic World Dominion, which honestly I am all for. Go for it, because it just makes animation look so much better. And but that does make me sit and wonder, like, why don't we have the ILM model for the Jurassic Tyrannosaurus? Either way, I'm not going to complain too much, because seeing the Giganotosaurus in this image is just truly remarkable, and being able to see the Giganotosaurus and the Tyrannosaurus Rex again face off against one another, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I mean, you're going to have to play it very cautionary, because, you know, we do know that they battle twice in Jurassic World Dominion, so to add another battle in the same day with these two, I just think it may be getting onto the verge of being overkill, because at the end of the day, why are they battling each other more than twice? I mean, the first one was necessary for obviously eating the deer, but the second one was necessary for territorial reasons, so what's the third one going to be? I assume this may actually be the very first battle between the two. It may again just be justifying the Tyrannosaurus being there in the vicinity now, because if we remember from Jurassic World Dominion, I believe Dodson said, or Ramsey said, that the T-Rex just arrived before Ellie and Alan. So I assume something with that might be tied in, and this may be the first battle in the timeline between the Giganotosaurus and Rexy. So we're going to have to wait and see, but these 4 images are truly remarkable, and again, as I said, the animation just looks so good, and I cannot wait to watch Season 4, and I can't wait to see what you guys think, and I'm just so excited. I'm really, really excited. So if you're excited, please do leave a like on this video if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you are new around here for all of your Jurassic content here on YouTube. But most importantly, make sure you're all staying safe out there, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye. Hey, did you enjoy the video? Well, why not leave a like and subscribe for more Jurassic content? I appreciate every single one of you for reaching this point into the video and supporting me this far. If you wish to support me even further, then feel free to head on down to the description where you can find links to donate, my Patreon, and you can also press that join button to become a member here on YouTube and gain access to some awesome emojis. A massive thank you to all of the YouTube members for this month, as well as the amazing fans over on Patreon too. Your extra bit of support really goes a long way. But for now, I wish you a great rest of your day.